We are back and we're doing 2 premium pop pick boxes today, and it looks like Penelope's starting us off with some rose quartz. Looks like she's also choosing some lepidolite, as well as some blue kyanite. Oh my god, let me see if I can even grab one. And some tree agate. And finally, Jade was just pawing at some amethyst, so I'll grab a piece of that. For the second one, Penelope's starting us off with some rainbow moonstone, as well as some black obsidian. And Hershey's going in for some moss agate. And Jade is sniffing around in some carnelian, and she also just pawed at some sodalite. So I'll grab those. Yeah, make sure I got the sodalite for you. I already have it, Jade. Oh. And they're both sniffing in some tiger's eye. And finally, some howlite. And then I decided that instead of putting all the premium items out, I'm going to have them pick from this set of papers, so we'll see what they pick. It looks like Penelope's going in first. Which one are you sniffing? Oh. This one? It looks like we have a rainbow fluorite slab. We dumped them out because they weren't interested in pulling out of the little bin, and Herpy has his paw on top of a moss agate tower. So here's that first box with the rainbow fluorite slab, and the second box with the moss agate tower. Good lord. Welcome back. We're going to try to do 3 regular paw pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. First off, we just had Penelope sniffing at some black obsidian, as well as some rose quartz chips. I'll grab a few of these. And some rhodonite, excuse me. It looks like Jade is going in for some bloodstone, so I'll grab a little piece of that. And she was just sniffing at some angelite. And finally, some tiger's eye. For the second box, we're starting off with, we'll do clear quartz and howlite because she was between the two. And Penelope was just sniffing at some moss agate. Are you licking yourself? Oh, smoky quartz. And Jade was just pawing at the sodalite again, right? Yeah. And finally, some amethyst. Last one, and we got Jade with some carnelian and citrine. And Penelope with selenite and some unakite. And lastly, Hershey is sniffing at some sunstone. Here is the first box, the second box, and the third box. We are back and we're doing 3 regular pop pick boxes tonight. Let's see what they pick. In the last clip, Penelope was sniffing this raw howlite, so I'll grab a piece of that. Also, when we were setting this up, she would not stop pawing at mahogany obsidian, so I will grab a piece of that. She's also going in for some black tourmaline, as well as some rhodonite. And Hershey was just sniffing at some unakite. We're starting off the second box with a couple rose quartz chips. And apparently some peach moonstone. And he did just have his paw in jade. I missed it by like 2 seconds. And some carnelian. And lastly, some blue apatite. And we're starting off the third one with some citrine because Penelope did just have her whole face in here. And Jade's going in for some dragon bloodstone. And Penelope's going for amethyst. I'm going to go with smoky quartz too because she was sniffing that first. Is this what you wanted? Yeah. Oh my god, you're going to knock it out of my hand. Angelite. And she's also rubbing over here in the moss agate. This one? Yeah. So here's the first box, and it looks like whoever this is for is really in need of some healing from trauma, and is in need of some self-love and protection. This one has a lot of bright and loving energy, and it shows me that this person is ready to go through some big transitions and growth, but will have a lot of prosperity and abundance come from it. For this one, I see relief from stress and worry, as well as opening yourself up to intuition and creativity and new beginnings. We're back and we're doing 3 premium paw pick boxes today. Let's see what they pick. Penelope has been non-stop touching the Bloodstone and the Blue Appetite, so I'll grab a piece of both of those. We also have Penelope going in for Tiger's Eye and Black Tourmaline. And Hershey is sniffing, oh my god, all 3 of these. Wow. Wow, we're falling apart over here. Dear Lord. All 3 of these. For the second box, Jade was just sniffing at Raw Howlite. And Jade seems to be very fond of Pink Tourmaline, so I'll grab a piece of that. And, okay. You're so pretty, yes. And Jade was just rubbing on these large chunks of Black Tourmaline, so I'll grab a piece of that. Okay. Oh, and my sources told me that she was just sniffing at Angel Aura Quartz. And Hershey is being very lazy, but he was just sniffing at some Rose Quartz, so I'll grab a couple pieces of that. And the last piece for the second one will be some Tiger's Eye. And I'll be starting off the third one with some Unikite. Hershey is lounging very lazily in the Rainbow Moonstone and the Black Obsidian. Do you approve of the choices we've made so far? Penelope has gone off track, and Mukai Jasper isn't supposed to be included in this because it hasn't even been released yet, but I'll put a piece in there. And lastly, a couple pieces of Amazonite. And for the first premium item, Jade is picking, ooh, Malachite. And for the second one, oh my god, Jade, she was sniffing at this one, which was a Rainbow Fluorite slab. And lastly, Penelope is picking Elephant and Mushroom, which apparently Hershey approves of. Oh my god. Oh, okay. There you go. Here's the first box. This is the second box. And this is the third box. Welcome back. We are doing 2 regular paw pick boxes today, and today we have a guest star. Let's see what they pick. Jay was just rubbing on some Labradorite. Well, Hershey was just in the Larvacite and the Rainbow Moonstone. And Penelope is in the Crazy Lace Agate, and my sources have told me that Jade was in the Red Jasper. And it looks like, lastly, she's going in for some Tree Agate. You can't just lay on everything because you're lazy, but you are sniffing at Angelite, so I will grab that. And Jade is sniffing some Amethyst. Hershey was also just sniffing at some Lepidolite. And Jade is sniffing at some Sodalite. And Jade is going in for the Crazy Lace Agate again. And lastly, some Celestite. I'll grab a couple pieces of that. So here's the first box and the second box. So today I'm packing an order for a customer who insisted on only new stock, nothing ever seen before, so let's pack it. First off, she got this Strawberry Quartz Fairy and a Tiger's Eye Sphere with these brand new little mushroom stands. She also got a bundle inspired by sleep, so we're going to grab a couple pieces of Celestite, a Black Obsidian for protection, a Howlite for relieving stress and anxiety, and a nice piece of Lepidolite. I'm also going to give her this yellow calcite mushroom because she would not stop eyeing it. Wow, this is a really weird crystal. I've never seen it before. And this like really rainbowy piece of Labradorite because she's gay. So this is everything all together. Let's get it packaged up. So here's the little box it's going to go in and the candy. And it is ready to go. And we are going to deliver it. Welcome back. We are doing 3 premium paw pick boxes today. Let's see what they pick. First off, we just had Hershey sniffing at the Raw Howlite. And Jade is sniffing at the Rose Quartz. Penelope is sniffing in the Crazy Lace Agate. Jade is in the Blue Appetite. Hershey is laying on the Selenite and the Lepidolite, so I'll grab both of those. For the second one, Hershey's starting us off with some Mukai Jasper. And Penelope with some peach moonstone. What are you sniffing around at? Ooh, Dalmatian Jasper. Jade is sniffing around at the honey calcite. And lastly, Jade is sniffing at some sunstone. Hershey has his paw right on the blue kyanite, so I'll grab a piece of that. And my sources have told me Penelope was just pawing at the bloodstone. And another piece of selenite and rose quartz. And Penelope is sniffing in the amethyst. Penelope is going in for the, I think that was moss, agate, and jade, so I'll grab both. For the first one, Hershey is eating selenite bar. For the second one, he was just eating, for the second one, it was Green Aventurine Tower. Yes, thank you. Very good choice. And for the third one, he's batting around, okay, elephant and heart. Here is the first box, the second box, and this is the third box with the little carnelian heart and clear quartz elephant. Today we're doing 2 paw pick boxes, just regular ones. The thing is that my girlfriend has already started and she took the videos on her phone of them picking all of those.
Rocks. This one's a purple rock. That one looks like brown.
Sunstone.
This is
blue apatite.
This is a different kind of blue.
Amazonite.
We have 2 of the same. And this one kind of looks like a dirty green.
That's bloodstone. My sources have told me this is all handpicked in California by Jade. She has a very high hourly rate, this is very important. Okay.
Penelope picked this one.
This one was by Penelope, so thank you, Jade. For the second one, Jade is starting us off by hovering over some blue kyanite, pretty menacingly if you ask me. For the second one, Hershey was just sniffing at some carnelian and some citrine. Ooh, and some sodalite. 3 in 1. And Hershey's foot is in clear quartz, so I'll grab a piece of that. And lastly, Jade was just sniffing in the rose quartz. So here's the first box and the second box. Welcome back. Today we're doing 3 premium paw pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. So first off, Jade is going for the peach moonstone. She's also sniffing at the selenite. Hershey is sniffing at the clear quartz. His back paw was in the black tourmaline, so I will count that. Jade is sniffing around by the angel light, so I'll grab a piece of that. And lastly, sorry, I cut off, it was amethyst. For the second one, it looks like Jade is picking clear quartz again. And she's going in for Botswana agate, as well as tree agate. And I think Penelope is trying to tell us that she would like a bloodstone. Were you sniffing at this? Was it this one? Yeah. And Penelope sniffing at the smoky quartz. For the last bundle, Penelope is starting us off with some amethyst. And Hershey is laying on the celestite. Oh my god, it's like stuck in there. Penelope is sniffing at the labradorite. It looks like Jade is sniffing around at the unakite. Penelope is sniffing at the howlite ever so gently. And lastly, it looks like Jade was just sniffing at the carnelian. Are you just lounging on the angelite? Are you just so comfortable? For the premium items, it looks like the first one that Hershey is eating is, ooh, labradorite slab. Okay, for the second one, he's eating, it was moss agate tower. Ow. And for the last one, we have Amazonite slab. So here's the first box with the labradorite slab, and I did add a labradorite tumble to match. Here's the second box with the moss agate tower, and again, I added a little moss agate tumble to match. I just felt like it today, I guess. And the last one with the Amazonite slab, and I added a little Amazonite cube because I did it for the other ones, and it felt right with it. Hershey, you can't always sleep on the job. Today I'm packing an order for Kaylin, who ordered a couple things in a mystery box, so let's pack it. First off, she ordered a small rose quartz tower and a strawberry quartz tower, as well as a sunstone tower. So we'll put those all in here. And then she also got a piece of tumbled black obsidian. For her mystery box, I'm going to give her one of these rose quartz spheres, as well as a little sphere stand. I'm also going to grab a little black obsidian mushroom. That is moss agate. A little black obsidian mushroom. I'm also going to do a piece of tourmalated quartz. And lastly, a little piece of chevron amethyst and a clear quartz point. For her mystery crystals, I'm going to do a piece of smoky quartz and a little piece of rose quartz. So this is everything all together, and this will get packaged up with a little informational card that tells her what all these crystals are and all of their healing properties. Today I'm going to be packing an order for Desiree, and she has a pretty big order, so let's get started. So first off, she got a piece of angelite, a mini opalite pig, and a selenite plate. She also got carnelian flame B. This is huge and so gorgeous. She also got a large tourmalated quartz tower, a sunstone tower, a strawberry quartz tower, and my last medium rose quartz tower. So we'll put those all in there. She also got this massive flower agate sphere. It's literally so gorgeous. I hope that she loves it. She also got a little sphere stand for the sphere, and these are handmade and they're so beautiful. So we'll put that in there, and the little sphere to go on top of it. Perfect. And lastly, a rhodonite and a moss agate bracelet. For her mystery items, I'm going to do an angelite bracelet and a tourmalated quartz tumble to match her tower. I'm also going to put this little opalite tumble in here to match the little pig because it's just too cute. So this is her whole order, and this will all get packaged up with an informational card which tells her what all these crystals are and all of their healing properties. I hope she loves it because this order is absolutely gorgeous. Welcome back. Today we're doing 3 regular pop pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. Jade is rubbing on the selenite. Yeah. Ooh, and the unakite. Jade is also rubbing on the rose quartz chips. Grab a couple of those. Yeah. And lastly, Penelope is sniffing at the moss agate. For the second one, Penelope is starting us off with some amazonite. And Jade is rubbing in between the sodalite and the unakite, so I'll grab both. It looks like Hershey was just sniffing at the black obsidian. And Jade is sniffing at the crazy lace agate. And the last one for the second box is carnelian. What are you doing? For the third box, Hershey was just sniffing around at the green aventurine. And Hershey is sniffing at the, I believe that was smoky quartz. And Penelope is sniffing at the amazonite, as well as the tree agate. Oh, the amethyst? Is that the one you wanted? And the last one for the third box is light jade. Okay, please don't bite me. So here is the first box, the second box, and the third box. Let's pack a $50 mystery box. She told me she was a Leo struggling with some depression and anxiety, so let's start with this red jasper elephant. I'm also going to grab a sunstone tower, as well as a black tourmaline and a carnelian bracelet. Let's also grab a tumbled carnelian and, oh my god, a couple citrine tumbles. I'm also going to grab this really cool piece of black obsidian. I'm also going to grab a piece of tumbled smoky quartz and a selenite bar. Let's also do a piece of raw howlite And she included a very generous tip, so she gets a little mushroom. This one is black obsidian. She also told me she was an empath, so for her mystery crystals, I'm going to go for labradorite and a piece of tumbled amethyst. So this is everything all together, and as always, it'll get packaged up with a little informational card that tells her what all these crystals are and all of their healing properties. I hope she loves it. Welcome back. Today we're doing 2 premium paw pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. To start us off, Penelope has her paw in light jade. It looks like Jade is sniffing at the red jasper. There's a piece of paper. Hold on. Penelope is sniffing at the green aventurine. And Jade is rubbing on the Dalmatian jasper. She is sniffing around at selenite. And lastly, a piece of amethyst. For the second one, Jade is starting us off with some honey calcite. And Hershey was just sniffing at the blue kyanite. And Penelope was just sniffing around in the mookaite jasper. Jade is sniffing at the Botswana agate. And lastly, Hershey's going in for the carnelian. For the first one, it looks like Hershey's picking... Ooh, tourmalated quartz. That's my finger. And for the second one, Jade is picking... Ooh, Amazonite tower. So here is the first box, and here is the second box. Welcome back. Today we are doing 2 premium paw pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. Penelope is starting us off with a new stone. I just got in today, actually. Kiwi jasper. She was also just sniffing at some clear quartz. And it looks like Jade is sniffing at the moss agate. Penelope's also sniffing at a new one. Okay. This is sea jasper. We have Jade sniffing at green aventurine. And lastly, Penelope is sniffing at unakite. For the second box, Penelope is starting us off with some citrine, as well as, where are you going? Botswana agate. Oh, it looks like Penelope's also going in for the moss agate. Jade is sniffing around at the selenite. And lastly, Hershey has his whole tail in the honey calcite. For the first box, it looked like Hershey's picking... Oh, a turtle! How cute! And for the second one, Jade just put her nose on... Ooh, green aventurine tower. Good choice. Here is the first box with a little moss agate turtle. And the second box, oh my god, Jade's gonna knock it out of my hand, with a green aventurine tower. Welcome back. Today we're doing 3 regular paw pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. Jade is sniffing at the black obsidian, so I'll grab a piece of that. It looks like Penelope was just sniffing at the sodalite. Oh my god. Hershey was just sniffing around at the howlite. That's a small piece. I'll grab a bigger one. Penelope is sniffing at the crazy lace agate. And lastly, Jade is going in for the sunstone. For the second one, it looks like we're starting off with some labradorite. How do you feel about that? As well as some amazonite. I'll grab 2 pieces of that. And Penelope is in between tigersite and blue apatite, so I'll grab both. And lastly, some rose quartz. For the final one, it looks like Hershey's starting us off with howlite and smoky quartz. It looks like Penelope was just sniffing at some chevron amethyst. And Hershey is sitting on / has his tail in honey calcite.
Here's the first bundle.
What's in it?
I couldn't tell you the
Here is the second bundle, and here is the third bundle. Thank you everyone for your very hard work today, except for you. You're literally asleep right now. Let's pack an order for Kaylee. The first thing that she got was a piece of pink tourmaline, and then a labradorite tumble. And then she also got a medium flower agate tower. Hello, Penelope. She also got a $35 mystery box, so I'm going to start it off with the strawberry quartz tower. I'm also going to do a piece of opalite and a couple pieces of celestite. Let's also do a kiwi jasper tumble, as well as a larva kite tumble and a rainbow moonstone tumble. Ooh. And lastly, a strawberry quartz bracelet to match the strawberry quartz tower. Candy, business card, and then I'll get an informational card as well. Welcome back. Today we're doing 3 premium pop pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. First off, we have Penelope sniffing, I think that was smoky quartz and carnelian. It looks like Jade is sniffing around at the Botswana agate. Penelope is also sniffing at the sodalite, oh my gosh, as well as the amethyst. And lastly, Penelope is sniffing at the black tourmaline. So, for the second box, Hershey has his paw right next to the rainbow moonstone. And Jade is sniffing at the crazy lace agate. Jade is sniffing around at the angelite. Penelope is sniffing around in the black obsidian. Jade is going in for the Botswana agate again. And lastly, Jade was just sniffing in the blue kyanite. For the third box, it looks like Penelope is starting us off with some rose quartz. Oh. As well as some sunstone again. And Jade was just pulling my finger towards the celestite, as well as the green aventurine. Penelope is sniffing at the honey calcite. And lastly, a piece of blue apatite. For the first one, Jade was just pawing at labradorite tower. For the second one, he chose elephant. For the last one, he chose strawberry quartz tower. Here is the first box, the second box, and the third box. Thank you for all your hard work today. Let's pack an order for Chrysalin. The first 2 things that she got was this chevron amethyst cloud and this zodiac selenite plate, so we'll grab both. She also got a little black obsidian cat, as well as a lepidolite heart. She also got an aragonite cluster, a kiwi jasper temple, and lastly, a large smoky quartz tower. She also got a $50 mystery box, and I'm going to start it off with one of these chevron amethyst moths, as well as one of these selenite moon plates. I'm running out of room. Let's see if it'll fit over here. Yeah. Let's also do one of these little labradorite carvings. This one is super pretty. It is floshy on both sides. We're also going to do a seed jasper tumble. Also, I know that my shelves look like a mess. I have too much stock and I'm waiting to get more space, so bear with me. Let's also do this little moonstone tumble that's just chilling here. And this is all that I'm going to post in the video because she does follow me and I want a couple of things to be surprises. Lastly is candy and a business card. Even though she's ordered from me like 6 times, she probably has a million of those. And then this will all get packaged up with an informational card about what all these crystals are and all of their healing properties. Let's pack an order for Veronica. The first 2 things that she got was a kiwi jasper bracelet as well as a tourmalated quartz bracelet. She also got a black obsidian cat. Oh, hello, Jade. She also got a larvakite elephant and a bloodstone turtle. Oh gosh, Jade. Also a malachite tumble and a sea jasper tumble. And lastly, an aragonite cluster. Aragonite is so pretty. It's one of my favorite crystals. And then we'll do candy and my business card. She also got a pop pick box, but I'm not going to show it because I like those to be a surprise. And then of course it'll all come with an informational card telling her what all these stones are and all their properties. Welcome back. Today we're doing 2 premium pop pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. Jade has both of her paws, okay, please don't bite me, in celestite. And Penelope keeps hovering over angelite, so I'll grab a piece of that too. Penelope was also just sniffing at the green aventurine. And Jade is sniffing at the black obsidian. Penelope also was just going in for the moss agate, and Hershey was sniffing at the blue kyanite. Let me grab a couple of those. Let me grab better ones, actually. Those were a little bit chipped. For the second one, it looks like Jade is starting us off with some kiwi jasper, as well as some howlite. Hershey is sniffing around at the crazy lace agate. Hershey was just sniffing at the black tourmaline. And he's laying on / sniffing at the rose quartz, so I'll grab a piece of that as well. And lastly, it looks like Penelope is sniffing at the honey calcite. And now it's time for the premium items. For the first one, Penelope is sniffing around. Ooh, turtle. For the second one, it looks like Jade is sniffing. Ooh, howlite tower. Here is the first box. And here is the second box. That piece of honey calcite has rainbows in it. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Welcome back. Today we're doing 3 regular pop pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. Starting us off, Jade was just rubbing on the sunstone. And she was just sniffing between the rainbow moonstone and the honey calcite, so I'll grab both. Penelope was just sniffing at the sodalite, so I'll grab a piece of that. And lastly, Jade is sniffing in the clear quartz. For the second box, it looks like Jade is starting us off with some moss agate. And Penelope is going in for the clear quartz again. Jade is sniffing around in the crazy lace agate. Oh, and Hershey is laying on top of blue apatite. And lastly, Penelope is choosing tree agate. For the third one, Jade is starting us off with some carnelian. And Penelope is sniffing around at the rainbow moonstone, as well as the chevron amethyst. It looks like Penelope is sniffing around at the tiger's eye. And lastly, it looks like Jade is trying to pick raw howlite. Here is the first one, the second box, and finally the third box with a little bit of moonstone flash. Let's pack an order for Amanda. They got a couple things and a mystery box, so let's get to it. So the first 2 things that they got was a opalite pig and a rainbow fluorite butterfly. They also got a rainbow fluorite and a tourmalated quartz tumble. I almost forgot, they got a flower agate candy as well. And then a labradorite tumble as well. And this one has like sunset flash. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. They also got a tourmalated quartz bracelet, as well as a mushroom sphere stand. Jade really likes those apparently. And 3 mini moon hand sphere stands. And then for their $10 mystery box, I'm going to start off with a piece of larvacite, as well as some angelite. Let's also do a piece of chevron amethyst. And lastly, one of these howlite tumbles. And then they also left a tip, so I'm going to grab one of these little opalite mushrooms to match the little opalite pig. I'm going to put it in the little mushroom stand. Candy. Business card, and then of course, just like always, it'll get the informational card describing what all these stones are and all their properties. Welcome back. Today we're doing 2 premium pop pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. It looks like Hershey's starting us off with smoky quartz, even though he's literally falling asleep. And it looks like Jade is rubbing on the moss agate as well as the green aventurine. I couldn't remember what was right there. Hershey has his tail brushing up against mookaite jasper, which is brand new, so I'll grab a piece of that. It looks like Penelope was just sniffing at the Botswana agate. And lastly, it looks like Penelope is picking some tiger's eye. She's harassing my employees. For the second box, we're starting it off with some blue apatite, as well as some tree agate. Penelope is going in for the Botswana agate again. This one seems to be one of her favorites. And then it looks like Hershey is actually contributing, and he's choosing Rainbow Moonstone. It looks like Penelope was just sniffing at the labradorite. And lastly, it looks like she's going in for some sodalite. For the first one, it looks like Hershey's choosing, Smoky Quartz Tower. And it looks like Jade is choosing, Prenite Tower. Here is the first box with the Smoky Quartz Tower. And here is the second box with the Prenite Tower. Welcome back. Today we're doing 2 regular pop pick boxes. Let's see what they pick. First off, it looks like Jade was just sniffing at the green aventurine. It looks like Penelope is also sniffing around in the chevron amethyst and the rose quartz, so I'll grab a couple pieces of that. Penelope is also picking bloodstone. And lastly, it looks like she's going for the Mukai jasper. Oh my gosh, if I can get a piece. Jade is kind of sniffing around at the moss agate, as well as the amazonite. I'll grab 2 little pieces of that. Penelope is sniffing around at the black tourmaline. Is Hershey actually contributing? It looks like he was just sniffing at clear quartz. Let's ask him. Yeah. And lastly, it looks like Penelope is sniffing around in the smoky quartz. Here's the first box and the second box.